What's up, people? It's your boy Luca Bazooka. Welcome back to a midweek Champions League or UEFA Champions League final preview. We are 2-3 days away from Real Madrid's last game of the season. It's a very sad moment before some of our players go on international duty and enjoy their summers and get ready for the preseason. But we are 2 days away from the biggest game of the 2016 to 17 season. And, our topic today will range from, Buffon and the Isco and Bale hoopla to the transfer rumors and much more. So let's get straight into it now. Okay, now, if you've noticed, there's been a whole lot of pro-Juventus, pro-Buffon, I don't know if to call it propaganda or, portrayals or whatever it is. But, ever since, Madrid, went past, oh, crap, man, I've forgotten. Ever since Madrid went past Atletico to be in the Champions League final, there's been a whole lot of anti-Madrid stuff that's been put out, especially with, unsurprisingly, some people in the Madrid fan base even saying that Buffon should win the Champions League because he has never won it before. Nope. To me, that just doesn't make sense whatsoever. That doesn't, from a logical standpoint, a player should not win a trophy solely because they've never won it before and, quote unquote, they deserve to win it. That is not logical at all. That doesn't take into account stats, doesn't take into account performance. It's just sympathy and emotions and all these things that, just you can't really argue with or use in an argument because it's not factual. Now, again, like I said, there's some people in our fan base wanting Buffon to win it because, he's never won it before, blah, blah, blah. And, of course, the anti-Madrid bunch on the other side of town, saying Buffon should win it too because he deserves it. And, why don't we go back to 2015 when nobody seemed to give a Buffon winning the Champions League back then when Juve were in the final versus Barcelona. Where was all this Buffon should win this, that, and the third? Exactly. Nowhere to be found. I don't know why this is coming up now, but it needs to, and I'm hoping that it dies down as fast as it came up. Now, oh yeah, I got a little song for Buffon or for the Buffon fanboys with their logics on why he should win the Champions League trophy. Keep in mind, Zlatan Ibrahimovic too has never won a Champions League trophy. To campaign for him to win one because he deserves one, even if he ever gets into a Champions League final, even though he's nearing the end of his career. But yeah. Anyways, it's like you need to support Buffon or you're a buffoon. Never mind, I'm not gonna sing this song. Anyways, on to the next topic. We have the Isco and Bale. I don't know what to call this or what this is about and why people why our very own fans continue to pit our players against themselves, even though they play for the same team, for the same cause. I can understand, when a player is underperforming, but to pit another Madrid player against another Madrid player is senseless. It is just senseless. Yes, Isco is in better form. And yes, Bale is still recovering. Speaking of that, Carvajal, just confirmed that he is fit and ready to go for the final. I'm hoping he's able to play the full 90 and, no hiccups, no injuries, no nothing. And Bale is working hard to, get back to 100%. He too also confirmed he is not 100% during the Madrid open day for the media, which was yesterday. But again, back to the Isco and Bale, and then we also have Zidane, our very own coach, who is, in my opinion, if he was a politician, goodness gracious, he'd be one of the greatest politicians ever. Why? Because he has successfully managed to answer the same questions in different ways without really saying anything. Remember when he said James and Isco can both play? Right. Look how that turned out. The same way he said Gareth Bale and Isco can both play at the same time. The same way James and Isco are also sharing the pitch, in the past few games. As we, oh wait, that's right, that's never happened. Yeah, that didn't turn out as he said. But I'm not trying to call Zidane out. I'm just, just trying to, raise awareness to this. We have a very good talker as a coach, and he's doing a very good job, man. Very, very good job, especially in handling the media and their constant. Should this guy play over this guy, and back and forth. And then, he just hits them with that one shot killer. They can both play at the same time, and that's it. We never hear anything about it again. But congrats to him. And now we know the sun is setting on Madrid's season, and the transfer rumors are rising. Speaking of which, Sky Sports say their sources have confirmed that Manchester United rejected a 60 million euro bid from Real Madrid for David De Gea. I am praying this is not true, but it's Sky Sports, so there could be some truth to it. But because, in my opinion, Navas still has at least 2 good years in him. Keepers don't decline like the outfield players. Their decline is kind of slow. They can still be very, very good in their 30s to their mid 30s. But I am just hoping that this is not true, because man, that is just gonna unsettle so many things, and which means Kiko would just have to leave. Navas too would have to leave because he's too good to be sitting on the bench, playing second fiddle to anyone. I don't care who it is, man. He is too good. He is world class. We have won trophies with him. He can fly. He's a Spider-Man. He is Superman at the same time. And I'm just hoping this DDG rumor is just a rumor and nothing factual. Now, on to other news. There's been, the constant nonsense about Mbappe and the 100 million and 120 million, which, according to the rumors again, Monaco rejected 120 million bid for Mbappe. Jesus Christ. I wonder what team that was that bid such a money for. Honestly, is Mbappe worth 100 million? No, he's not. Why? He's 18 and has only had one good breakout season where he scored over 20 goals. He needs to build consistency first. That's it. Then we can start talking the insane inflated transfer prices. I know the transfer market is inflated and just a huge mess. But no, in my opinion, he's not worth 120 million or anything close to that. Nothing. Sorry, for one good season. Come on. Stop. We need to be realistic here. I know he's 18, has huge potential, but sorry, nobody buys potential. People, pay that kind of money for something or for a player that is, going to deliver on the spot, not potential. Anyways, on to other things. The next topic is the Ballon d'Or. If you haven't noticed, it has just recently been changed by France. I think oh geez, sorry. Is it the FIFA the best or whatever? France football. Either way, both of them have changed it, and it will no longer be held, at the beginning of the new year to, award the player that played the best for the previous year. Nope, it is now going to be given at the end of every season. Woohoo! Which would make way more sense than starting from January to December, because that's 2 seasons or 2 halves of 2 seasons in one year, and that's I understand they go by that calendar year, but that just is it's funny and sketchy. But now they've also changed it, and the Ballon d'Or will be given out alongside with I think the FIFA the Best Award or whatever FIFA is calling it now. at the end of every season and no longer at the beginning of every year. Shout outs to whoever got that through, because I think that just makes everything easier and sensible for the award to be handed out at the end of the season rather than at the beginning of the new year. Now, on to other things. Juventus, they're in hot form. They have won their domestic treble, which is not surprising. They could have won that in their sleep. They're champions of Serie A. Real Madrid also champions of La Liga. Both teams are in fine form. No one is lacking. I think Khedira is the only one that has an injury and he's still recovering, I believe. I don't know if he's fully fit yet, but yeah, I think he's still recovering. They're in fine form. And in case you haven't noticed, people really have short memories, because now all of a sudden Dani Alves is now the best right back in the world, solely because of his 2, 3, 4 games in the Champions League. Really? Same thing with the Buffon agenda on why he like, man. In my opinion, their performances have been blown way out of proportion as opposed to what it's really been. Like, come on, no. I don't mean to sound biased, but I think a lot of people will agree with me when I say this, that Dani Carvajal is the best right back in the world. Philip Lahm has finally retired, and I think Dani Carvajal is the best offensively and defensively. All-round, full, complete package for a right back. That's it. Yes, Dani Alves has been good, but not at the consistent level of Dani Carvajal. I think he is yet to have a bad season individually and or collectively. He has constantly performed against, the biggest and most deadliest attacks, and he has helped nullify them and just keep them quiet. Versus the numerous times we've seen Dani Alves get exposed and, caught out and so on and so forth. But I'm not going to, dwell on that. But yeah. Anyways, now on to the final topic, which is the La Liga dominance on the Champions League. According to UEFA, the Spanish teams have held the trophy 16 times, the Champions League trophy, 16 times, more than any other nation, more than any other league elsewhere, with Madrid, of course, having 11 of them and Barca having 5. Woo! Now, if Madrid wins this one, this would be 13. And the number 13 signifies separation. I'm not even going to go there. But goodness gracious, La Liga, or Mostro, Real Madrid and Barca, or practically spearheading La Liga right now, because I honestly, I don't know where this league would be without these two teams, because La Liga sucks at promoting and, properly marketing its own teams. I mean, for the love of Christ, they're like the only league in Europe's top 5 where they don't give the league trophy as soon as it's won. They give it at the start of the new season, which is stupid, 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 stupid. Now, barring the 2011 to 12 season where they gave it to Madrid because Madrid kind of won it with 4 games in hand, so they were like, oh well, whatever. But now Madrid have won it, and they are saying they're wanting to continue uh, this organization of not giving out the trophy till the start of the new season, which again is just brainless and unnecessary. I like to see the champions crowned, whether it's Madrid, Barca, Atletico, whoever. I like to see them crowned on the spot, because it looks good, and it honestly, it's the right thing to do. I don't understand why they have to postpone it to the start of the next season, because again, it's senseless, completely senseless, and it looks poor concerning the marketing. Then you have the players posting around with that dummy trophy that just looks stupid. I know they have a new model for the La Liga trophy. They debuted it at the beginning of the 2016 and 17 season. So we're yet to see that one, but geez, La Liga, you guys need to pick up the slack. Anyways, that's all I have to say for today, folks. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe. Get your friends to subscribe. I'm out.